Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
Episode 2.
The first one was cool. I like the concept of it.
Mm-hmm. I
am hoping that there's like more fighting and stuff.
We were talking more after we recorded the first episode, and like we were like, I wonder how how's there gonna be? Is there gonna be like? I know this is like gonna be a different show probably than Attack on Titan, like the style.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like there's not gonna be as much. I don't think as much action, but I was like, but I feel like there probably will be just based not only off the intro, but like I feel like these shows always have some type of action.
I think there's definitely gonna be action, but I don't know that it's gonna be on the human world. You know,
maybe more to demons.
There might even be could be
the gods or
a
whatever.
chance that god really likes this kid and ends up taking him now to wherever, you know what I mean, or somehow I don't know. I know in the intro, right? There's like two like zombie looking dudes standing on opposite things, looking like they're about ready to fight.
That's why in this episode I'm going to pay a little more attention to the intro now that I kind of have a gist of what's going
going to happen,
like a feel for what the tone of this is a little bit.
Yeah, no, but I'm into it so far.
Like all the designs are crazy too. Like that, we were just looking at him again. Like, what's his name? Is
the god?
Oh yeah, he's horrifying looking.
Yeah, he's real creepy.
He's like a really ugly Joker, like mixed with like
it's a borderline clown, skull,
like a gargoyle
bat.
kind of thing. Yeah, real weird design.
Yeah,
and the fact that it's like the anime drawing makes him look even more creepy. I don't know why, because it's like makes him look extra shitty.
Oh yeah, and I bet you like when he gets to his own realm, he's like much more powerful.
You think?
Possibly.
That's why I do want to learn more about that. Like, how are they able to just? I know he's the god, like, because we were talking after the last one, like, is this kid gonna end up becoming one of them, like, or at least stuck in that place, like? If
that's the place that you get stuck in once he writes.
But like that would mean you get turned into a god, technically, right? If they are all gods.
It depends on what. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt the other ones do, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're the gods and they live in that realm. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody in that realm.
That's what makes me hesitant to think that he would go. To say that he would go there.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I don't know where he would go.
Yeah.
But because we were saying, like he said, once this is done and he dies, he's not allowed in heaven or hell for eternity. So like, we were curious if like that was where.
Yeah.
This guy's realm is.
I'll definitely, obviously, once I edit these, like I kind of pretty much rewatch them. Yeah. So I do pick up a lot of extra shit. So I'll definitely notice that. But I might even rewatch them just in general, just to, especially for like. Trying to remember character names because they only said them like I feel like once or twice each,
and fast, yeah.
And there's so many of them, and they're like for like coming from like our perspective, like they're like different names, like names you don't hear often here, I should say. So like they're a little tougher to remember.
Even if when the names are easy to remember, I'm still bad at them.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. So that's what I mean. It's a little harder even with that.
Yeah.
So, but I will figure it out eventually.
Yep.
Just take some time.
That's it.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. Yeah, look at all of these characters here.
Well, those were possibly the demons.
Or gods. We don't really know.
The gods, yeah. That's what I meant.
Because I feel like we're seeing a lot of characters here, too. Like her, like, that we haven't seen yet, you know? It's a cool shot.
Maybe he does become a god.
To have that power, he's kind of.
He is.
I want the world to know of my existence. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked.
Now, we forgot to mention in the last one too. Like, the dub is actually not. It's not bad.
No, I like it.
All the voices seem to fit. That's always my big problem. Like on a bad dub, like it's like what that doesn't sound right.
That was very well done, but I'm not surprised, of course. Absolutely flawless. Very good.
Really boosted his ego more. Just what he needs.
Well then, we'll leave it at that for today.
I didn't even think about that. He could just go with him wherever.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Of course I have something to do. Yes, something very important.
Murder. To kill.
I can't let myself get too tired. It'll start to affect my health and my mental performance. If I'm serious about trying to create an ideal world that's free from evil, then I need to make the most of my time.
They're juicy.
I'd be careful if I were you. If anyone else touches that notebook you've got hidden in the drawer right now,
I didn't think of that.
Able to see me too.
And I think it's safe to say there are other criminals whose deaths are unaccounted for.
In which case, the death toll could be well over 100.
Look at the beak on that guy.
Oh, they're figuring it out.
Then how did all these people have heart attacks at the exact same time? That's not coincidence.
He's not wrong.
You think it's possible to simultaneously kill all these people in
Also not wrong.
We're treating it. If that's the case, it looks as if we'll have no choice but to bring in L.
L?
I forgot that it's your first time at this conference. We don't know L's real name or whereabouts. In fact, we still don't even know what he looks like.
I like the sound of this guy.
He hides in the shadows, but he's the best of the best. A last resort, our trump card.
I love those kind of characters. I already love this guy. I don't even seen him yet.
That man's the only known person who can contact L. Nobody knows his true identity either.
I could tell them I was keeping records of various criminals in preparation for becoming a detective one day, but I'm walking a very fine line right now.
Buy safe.
But if I make one mistake, I might end up killing
Yeah, I agree.
Take it easy.
At any rate, I would like to set up the investigation headquarters in Japan.
Doesn't look like they have a choice.
Easier to make than I thought.
So that's the key?
Yeah. If you look closely, you'll find that there's
Kid
a
is a
small
genius.
hole underneath the drawer. The circuit would connect, and that would ignite the gasoline contained in this thin plastic casing, instantly setting the notebook on fire. The way I've got it set up,
Well,
all the evidence would be. If I'm
he's a
ever
problem.
questioned, I'll just say that I was hiding the.
But you, Light, you're probably the first to have given it this much
Yeah,
thought.
Light.
Yeah.
Though it's a pretty risky setup from the look of it.
Yeah, there it is.
It's so crazy. It really is. Yeah, and you only have that amount of time to write the cause. Otherwise, they die of the heart attack, right? Yeah.
Right.
The Legend of Kira the Savior. Huh. Sounds pretty cool. Is this about you?
Yeah. They're still calling this a succession of unexplained deaths among the world's most hardened criminals. But the people of the world can already sense that there's something happening.
How could you not? I know, like...
Judgment. Many would rather deny my existence. But on the internet, where you can remain anonymous, support for Kira is
You're
growing.
right.
Maybe people are afraid to say it out loud, but they all understand what's happening.
He's using that kind of
Right.
to boost his power.
Those who have done no.
I head up an international police task force which includes all member nations. I am Lind L. Taylor,
Is this L?
otherwise known as L. Kira, I will hunt you down. I will find you.
He seems certain he'll catch you.
That fool. He'll never find me.
Way too cocky.
He'll have to get. You think I'm evil? I am justice. I protect the innocent and those who
Is he trying to,
fear
like,
evil.
draw him out?
I will
Probably.
become the god of...
It's definitely not his actual name, maybe. And not actually him.
5 more seconds.
That might not be the real L.
Oh, no, I don't think
You know
it
what I mean?
is.
So nothing might happen to him. Oh, never mind.
Or he's faking it.
Kira, it seems you can kill people without having to be there in person. I wouldn't have
Gave
believed
himself
if I
up.
hadn't just witnessed it. It appears that not even you have access
forgot they're
to
all
information
listening.
about these types of criminals.
He got you there.
Yeah.
But I assure you,
What's going on? Look, it's Kira versus L.
this is freaky. I had planned to broadcast this message around the world until we found you.
Now, it, like, yeah.
That would be
He
necessary.
confirms that he's in Japan.
This L guy is pretty good.
I love his commentary. It's great.
Unrelated incident. You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more
Like
than
a Sherlock,
experiment,
you know?
which means that you haven't been killing
Kinda
for
cool.
very long. To be completely honest with you, I never expected that things would go this well, but it won't be too long now before I am able to sentence you to death.
Love the confidence from L.
Let's meet again soon, Kira.
Getting a lot of Sherlock vibes from this right now. I like it, like Moriarty and,
Yep.
you know, the battle, the battle of the minds almost.
He's going to say.
Humans are so much fun.
L. Kira. I am justice.
I like it.
That's the problem. They're both in their mind. L's right. You know what I mean?
Of course L's
and
right.
like, but in their minds, they're both
That's why I was just saying
on the same path. You know,
it's that's what I was really getting Sherlock vibes. And if no one's ever seen Sherlock, go watch it because it's very. I don't want to say similar to this, but it's like there's a similar theme in terms of
she's very smart.
Elle is a Sherlock type character, as we're what's his name, Light, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
He's more like the bad guy. Like if you watch,
Moriarty.
yeah, he's like exactly. Mm-hmm. But like
both very, very smart. Like,
yes,
incredibly smart.
Right,
much smarter than me.
And then you add in this like crazy Death Note thing, and it's wacky.
Well, because obviously, like, no way Elle's gonna. Would be the only mystery in like this whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? He figured everything else out, but like even he's admitting like. Still not too sure how you're doing this without being there, but
I'm thinking in my head though, I'm like, are we gonna ever see Elle? Like, or is it gonna be like that?
That was him, like just
I know,
but like clear up, yeah.
Is that all we're gonna get like that? The whole, obviously not forever, but like until or eventually, maybe we'll meet him.
I'll bet you it'll be like that until Light meets him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's what I kind of was trying to say.
Like that's when they'll like zoom out and we'll see both of them face to face.
Exactly. Huh. I always like when they bring up these, like, if you bring up a character's name, like, in the beginning of a show, and they're like, and everyone gets quiet, and they're like, oh, shit, like, I'm like, this guy's gotta be cool.
He's something serious.
And especially if he's, like, that kind of character where, like, he's on the good side, but he has he's
willing to push the envelope to get what he needs.
Those are the best characters. I'm sorry, but they are.
Yeah.
Because and honestly, they're the most relatable because they're gray characters because they're never... It's not black or white with them. It's kind of like they usually do good. They always do good things.
Somehow they get convinced of something though.
But the way they go about them sometimes can be looked at as questionable.
Yeah, no, I like it. What was? Do you remember the god's name again? I know I said it, but I forgot it again.
When we start, because obviously we watched these first 2 episodes together. So when we start the next one, like. Whenever we watch it again, like by that point, I think whether rewatching and just thinking about it or skimming through, maybe we should a better grasp on the names.
I want to say like what was it?
Like I could already imagine starting the next episode, like in next week or whatever, and being like, "Don't worry, guys, we got the names down now, just like we said we would."
I hope so.
I don't know,
but I don't know. This is cool. I like where this is going.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like, on the surface, I would look at it and be like, this is not my kind of show.
But it kind of is.
But like, I'm going through it, and I'm like, at one point in that episode, I'm like, I don't think I've said, and for me, that's a lot because I usually say a lot. But
you do love talking.
I know, but like, and sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'm just like, it's almost like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, right. That's why I don't even bother answering you.
I know. Just, it's what he does. Just let him do it. He needs to get it out. Every now and then, he just needs to.
That's it.
It's not. He's not even speaking to me right now. It's just falling out. The shit's falling out of his mouth.
I'm like, oh, okay. He's just figuring this show out aloud. But no, it's right, and then it turned into like just right up your alley, like a mindful battle.
Yes,
because I mean, obviously that's where it's going.
But I didn't realize it until they brought in the head-to-head.
Last L speech.
Yeah, well, once they started introducing like this. I sort of get the feel like these two are going to be head to head.
As soon as you saw Light,
almost when they introduced him, to be honest, like or
kind of. But as soon as he like kind of finished, and he was just like, "Oh, this will be fun. You're gonna kill me. This will be fun." Then you're like, "Oh, it's on."
Right. I noticed, like I was saying before, I noticed one point I'm sitting there and I'm like. And you said something, and in my head I'm like, "What the hell?" He said something, but I was really, really trying to pay attention to watching it. And it's funny since we're watching this in dub, like with Attack on Titan, it's different because like we're paying attention, but we're paying attention for like in a different way. It's a different way of paying attention. Like you got to. I try, at least for me, I try to read real quick
and then watch
look up
the scene
and do both at the same time, but like read it as quick as I can, and then
you can't. It's hard to do both at the same time when you have to read.
Right. You do as good a job you can. But this, it's like I'm trying to... It's different because I'm really...
Now you can watch every detail of the episode.
But the downside to that is I'm almost... Sometimes I'll be paying attention to a detail and I'll miss some of the dialogue, you know? Mm-hmm. Which that happens in... We're watching any show, but, you know, mostly like regular shows with no subtitles. I mean...
Yeah.
But I am definitely intrigued.
Yeah, I like it.
It's really good. Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.